everyone, welcome to my channel, Retro Magazines and Patterns. I'm Sophie, and in today's video, we are going to review this Better Homes and Gardens Creative Ideas, hundreds of needlework and craft ideas from fall of 1980. So this one has some really fun things in it. One thing that I noticed is when I look through these before I record a video for you guys, I feel like I tend to do a little bit of a better video. So I'm going to try and do that more often. Sometimes I don't look through them before I record because I just really have fun kind of flipping through and seeing the patterns and things like that for the first time. But in order to try and make the videos a little bit better, I'm going to try to make sure that I flip through them before I flip through them with you guys so that you guys can get the best experience when we go through them. Also, I did notice in my last video that my camera work is a little shaky, so I apologize for that too. I'm going to try really hard to not bump my little camera tripod as much and try and make it a little easier on the eyes for you guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this one because there are some really cute things in here. There's quite a bit of sewing in this one. Also, some really cute folk arty type of patterns. So I thought we would really enjoy this. So I do know that there aren't too many ads before we get to the patterns, but we'll flip through some of the ads a little bit so you guys can see them. They do have some of the instructions, so this is something that comes up towards the end. And then I did see an interesting little article in here that I was going to point out also for anybody out there who has young kids that are interested in all the little stitchery things that you do. They do have a cute little article about teaching young children how to start stitching. It's a cute little calico stuffed dog, cut and sew. Right here, teaching your child to stitch. So I thought this was kind of cute. I know that's one thing that I've come across with my two young girls as well as some of my nieces that find it really interesting and intriguing. And you think, oh, sure, I can teach you until you sit down and you realize that maybe it's not as straightforward as you were thinking that it would be. So that just continues right over there. Okay, so American Classics. This is where we're going to get into some of the really cute patterns that they have. So right off the bat, we see this really, I think this is a beautiful cardigan. I love this. I love everything from the cabling to the oversized buttons to the nice little, what would you call that, kind of curved hem. That nice V-neck. It's a really pretty sweater. I really like that one a lot. And I like the color that they used. I kind of am a big fan of this like nautical primary color scheme they have going on here. Right here we have a nice cabled like pullover, and it does look like it has a collar, so it's not a crew neck, but that's also a really nice classic American classic sweater. So my first reaction when I turned the page and saw this one was ew. I didn't like all the different colors that they had going on. But the more I looked at it, the more that I did think that this, regardless of the colors, this sweater has a lot of potential. The colors aren't terrible either. That was just my initial reaction. But I would probably change them myself. But you could do a lot with that sweater in different colors, same colors, keep some of them the same, change some of them. I actually think it is a fun shape. I like the wide sleeves in this like wide hem. It does have the split on the sides. So it is a neat piece if you give it a second. But I don't know about you. My first reaction was ew. Here we have a really nice kind of lightweight cardigan, classic men's cardigan here. And then I really like this crocheted sweater. It's really thick and squishy looking. And I like the colors. It just makes me think that I would love to be outside on a chilly fall day and just have that on. So over here, we have this nice kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not space dyed. It's not tweed, but that variegated V-neck pullover there. And then I really am a fan of this double-breasted cardigan with this shawl collar. It has the pockets. It has everything you would need for a really nice fall sweater. Country casuals. Over here, look at his. That is really nice. So I believe, yeah, that's the same one that we're seeing over here. So it does tie. And I think, yeah, it's the same one. I can't really tell. I mean, the pattern looks the same, but I don't see the belt loops. They might just be hidden on the side. But that's a really nice wrap-up sweater. That is, I like that. And then this one is really pretty with that like soft ivory color. But they are really into the colored tights in the fall of 1980. So this one they liked so much, they gave it a double spread. So she still has the purple tights on there. But look how pretty that color is on that sweater. I really like that a lot. I think it's really pretty. It is a knit sweater, not crocheted. I wasn't sure at first, but looking closely, it's knit. But it is just a cute little piece. That would be such a cute piece to have in your wardrobe. You know, pick a nice fun color that you like and just knit it up in that, and it'll be a, you know, an eye grabber no matter what you pick. Folkways. So here we have some of the folky pieces that I was talking about earlier, and I really like this. I'm a big fan of folk art, folky style, things like that. So I was excited to see that this was in here. So first we have this piece here. So it's got this nice chunky knit sweater, and I really like the colors in the yarn that they used. I think it's really pretty, and it is a big, thick, like heavyweight yarn. So, you know, that'll work up really quickly. They go on to mention that the skirt was something that they found in a store in Greece, but that you could make your own by simply finding some upholstery cloth that you like. But it does give you that kind of like folky peasant look, and it's a really pretty piece. Lovely sweater right here. It looks like it does have some pockets. It's got some color work, this neckband or button band here. And I like that turtleneck underneath if you look really close. That's pretty. And we have the hat that matches this little cardigan over here. It's like Nordic knits. Yeah, I was going to say it looks Nordic. And I think the buttons appear to be covered in the yarn as well. So that's a pretty classic piece. Very folky. And I think when you see folk knit patterns, I like the way that you can see that they're folky in a sense that they are using what they have. So you will see a lot of little bits of color and color work and things like that as they work in, you know, scraps and things that they had on hand. So this is a really nice quilted coat. I like this a lot, actually. I like these big, thick cuffs. And just, I don't know, I don't quilt. I've mentioned that before. So the idea of a quilted wearable feels like a lot to me, but this does look like something that, given a little bit of time working on my quilting skills, I might be able to do something like that. A nice felted and embroidered vest. So that's lovely. And she's got the cute hat going with it. Over here, she has a little belted sweater if you look really close. And they call these the Oriental Cozy Coats. So this one is really pretty. I really am a fan of Paisleys. I think that's probably because I enjoy like that folk art aesthetic so much that you do see Paisley in there a lot. But it's got that nice piping along the sides. That's nice. But I really like this piece. And I like it because if you look closely, it doesn't have sleeves. It's not quite a vest. It's certainly not a coat. But this is a really fun piece. And I love the pattern, like the striping on that with the little gold metallic threads. That would be such a cool piece to wear out. It's so unique. It's so pretty. I don't know. I just really think it is unique and beautiful. I just really like it. Family sweaters. So right up here, you know, you can see the afghans that they have knitted with the squares and the stripes. So this is a cute little family shot here. We've got this guy's sweater with the cable just in that stripe section, really neat. And she's got the same thing going on as in the sleeves with the cables there. Hats, sweaters, afghans, they got the works over here. And here the little girl is over here, so you can get a better shot of the crocheted afghan in her little hat. And then I liked these because they look quite simple as far as like it's a heavyweight yarn. So these are going to work up pretty quickly. The neckline, the collar looks really simple, but gives some contrast. You can see the hem is similar. I like the variegated color striping in that. And then they even have the little hats to match, but that's a great sweater pattern for the whole family. If you really wanted to make something for everybody, but you don't really have the time to get super intricate, something like that would be great. And then here we have some striping with some super fun colors. I really enjoy the colors that they used in here. I like how they have the vertical like ribbing stripes on the bottom with the horizontal stripes at the top on the yoke. It's really, they're really neat. They're like the fox hunt style backdrop. I'm a big fan of that fox hunt aesthetic. One time I will never forgive myself. Do you guys ever get like thrifting guilt? Like not that you bought something you didn't need, but that you passed on something that you wish you had picked up. I was at a community yard sale 2 years ago, maybe, and we were walking through all the neighborhood, and this house had it was large, like a hang over the back of your couch size framed picture of a fox hunt, and they only wanted $5 for it. It was in great condition, and I passed on it because I said, you know what? We don't know where we're going to be moving yet. We didn't know what it was going to look like when we moved. I didn't know what the house was going to be able to fit or anything like that. So I passed on it. And it's one of those things that I think about all the time that I regret. I wish I'd picked it up because that fox hunt stuff is hard to come by. And usually when you do, it's quite expensive. Here, we have Entrelac, which we were talking about not so long ago in a previous video. So this is really fun. They have all these bright colors knit together in these Entrelac sweaters. You have this patchwork knit afghan right there. So I'm guessing giving a little bit of a collegiate vibe because they have the Harvard blanket over here. I can't, the Drake over there. So it's cute. I like them. I really enjoy Entrelac. I think I mentioned it before. I've done it. It's been a while since I've done it, but seeing it so frequently now, it's making me want to do it again. But let me know how you feel about Entrelac, if you've ever worked on it, if you like it. Just curious. So you can see the afghan over here, a little close-up of an Entrelac sweater there. Really cute photo spreads in this, I think. Crafts in nature's colors. So this is an applique prairie rug, and that got me to thinking that doesn't seem like the best way to make a rug with applique. It looks quilted to me. It is felted, they said. It's made with, it says a quick and easy rug you create from felt. So, you know, maybe it does wear really well. I'm not sure. It's really pretty. I'm not saying I don't like the way it looks. I just would be afraid to go anywhere near it with my feet. Nova Scotian hooked rugs. My grandmother was from Nova Scotia, and she is the one who taught me how to do all of my knitting. So she started me on the path of knitting. A little bit of crochet from her as well. But these are really pretty. I don't know that she hooked. Hooked rugs, sorry. But yeah, I don't know that was a craft that she did often or at all, but I do know that she was from Nova Scotia. Woodland wall hangings. How pretty are these? It says, just to quote, "Autumn is the season to revel in nature's quiet colors." And I like that. Tint and Dye Artistry. So, I am not a huge fan of this. It's not terrible, but I think that this is walking a really close line to looking, what's the word I want to use? It almost just doesn't look finished to me. It almost looks, I don't know, too DIY, like not in a great way. I'm not sure. It's not bad, but it's close to that edge, I feel like. Let me know what you think. Tint and Dye Artistry, some more. I like this right here. Frame this and put it on my vision board. This is what I need my little cozy corner to look like. I am looking for a good yarn basket. Don't feel bad for me. I have plenty of yarn receptacles. I just really want a nice, cute little yarn basket. So I like that picture a lot. Oh, look at the kitty. So cute. I just like this spread. The decor pieces in it just are very 1980. That's all I can say about it. It's sunny. So this was interesting to me. It's not quilted. This is stenciled. So they just go into how you can just stencil your favorite kind of like quilted look designs on a blanket. It's interesting. So I like this quilt very much. I think this quilt is beautiful. I love the calico for the trees and the trim. You've got the like wolf here on the side. The big bad wolf sitting in the corner reading is a little, I didn't notice it the first time until it was too late. It kind of took me a minute there, but I thought it was funny. It's a little bit of a sense of humor in here, I think. Storybook bears. These are so cute. I actually have high up on my projects to start list, very high up, are a few of these needlepoint shaped pillows that I want to make. Some of them I wanted to make with you guys next year. I have a few ideas. So I was excited to see this idea. I don't know that I would particularly make storybook bears yet. Not that I don't like these. I have other ideas that I want to get to, but I do like this idea. This is something I've wanted to work on. I love these guys. If you've been watching me for very long at all, you probably know that I love to knit and crochet dolls, toys, amigurumi, and I just think this is adorable. I really love the simplicity of it. It's very like, country primitive look to it. She's got this little Sontag here. Just so cute, the bonnet. So I think she's going to move up on my list of things to start soon pretty quickly. I do have a niece that I could see really liking these too. She has a big love of like, country, prairie, Amish type of aesthetic. And I think she would like that, but we'll see what I can get to it. A jumping jack. So this is cool. This is a sewn piece. A little scary on the face. We have some more sewing pieces here. I like them though. They're fun. We have some satin, quilted, not applique. Some satin pieces here. This like striped quilted piece over here in the metallics. Is that lame? Yeah. Gold and silver lame. And then this was, I think this is so pretty. This kind of reminds me of a vintage, like satin quilted house coat. This like quilted satin scarf with that top. It's pretty. That color is really beautiful too. I love that like deep jewel tone green, that like hunter green. Ugh, and I love a good tartan plaid. So we have some crochet tops and taffeta skirts. The tops are so pretty. They're really delicate and feminine. And then you have these lovely taffeta skirts. They are just gorgeous. These would really be a great holiday look if you have like a holiday party to go to. But we have like the Humphrey Bogart over here. And is that Clark Gable? I should know better, I think. But I like that they have the gentleman in here. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's Humphrey Bogart, right? I should know that. And then I love a good crocheted collar. I think it's just such a nice little way to add to your outfit a little personal touch. And I really like the crochet gloves. I need to see if I can get the pattern for this because I really want to make a lovely pair of crocheted gloves. I have yet to do it. It is hard for me to work with that thin thread, so that is the main reason I haven't done it yet, but I do really want to make a nice pair. I like to have like a little garden tea party with my girls every spring, and I just love to have a pretty pair of crocheted gloves. So we saw the patterns for these up front. These are just embellished, sewn little angel decorations, but they mentioned, you know, embellish them with beads, some embroidery, some paint. They're just cute. A crafter's Christmas, and you can see we have some filet crochet, some little dollies, doilies, wreaths. They have all kinds of things going on in here. It's an interesting color scheme for the holidays as well. There's the dolls there. So cute. And that is it as far as the patterns are concerned in this. So I hope you guys liked it. I will be leaving some patterns at the end of the video. If I don't leave any patterns at the end that you were hoping to see, please feel free to comment below, and I can either email them to you or I can put them in the community section here on YouTube. I can post them over on Instagram, whatever works for you guys. Just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to get them to you. I'll pop up my Instagram as well so you guys can find me over there. But I do hope you guys got lots of inspiration. There's a lot of colors in here. There are a lot of textures. I liked a lot of the satin and things like that. Quilting, sewing, knitting, crochet, painting, stenciling, the works. So I hope I got some inspirational ideas to you guys today. But until the next one, enjoy all of your craft projects and all of your whips, and I'll see you then. Bye!